Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. A portion of the normies are gathered here today to answer some questions you've submitted us for, in celebration that we've reached 15,000 subscribers. So thank you if you've subscribed recently.
Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, guys. We're clapping for you, not for ourselves.
I'm clapping for myself.
Okay, Pat's clapping for himself.
Not a weird clap.
Pat and Will weren't here for our last Q&A, so
Marquetta wasn't either.
Marquetta was not as well.
either. You weren't a normie then.
So we had like
I wasn't a
3 people joining.
And looks like someone else is here. Hey man, who is this? Oh, what's up, Hannah? But basically, we're gonna.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good.
It's my birthday.
Happy.
This is my little sister, guys. She's not a normie.
Yes, she is by blood.
Everybody's
Oh,
knowing.
don't give the internet the middle finger. Thanks for the happy birthday. I love you. I gotta go back to the internet now.
You gotta go back to the internet.
Bye, Mark.
Last time we did this was at 10K. So it's been a while. We've had about 40,000. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought we did it at 30K.
I think so. Off the top of my head, I remember some repeat questions, but we're gonna give to the people that weren't here. So, how did Will? This is directed to Will, Pat, and Marquetta. Whoever wants to answer first. How did you meet the first person here that you knew?
I didn't know when I met you, bro.
Oh, I remember when I met Pat.
Oh, you remember? Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah, you roll up here with like you had your Bluetooth in. I was like, oh, it's a Bluetooth guy. What? You know, like the
Yeah. Dude, I had a badass Bluetooth. I had a Gulch and the bottom gold one too.
Oh my
you
god.
did. But you were friends with Zahid and Mickey before you knew me.
Yeah.
So you went to high school with me.
Yeah, and you're the guy who always had a camera around him every single time. Even at Steak and Shake, this guy would have a camera.
He still does. How old were you guys when you first met?
Oh shit, bro. I
7. I don't know.
If
Pat bought us alcohol.
So I was at least 21.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, like
Illegal. Arrest this man.
Well, I met Christopher here on Tinder.
That was actually one of the questions how you two guys met.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
well
nice.
that,
Well, there
that
it is.
answers everything. So we met on Tinder, we started dating, and
Well, hold on. You gotta do the whole first date thing. Well,
no, later.
you can share.
It's fine.
Little teaser.
I will keep you
It's
in
another story.
suspense. So eventually, while we're dating, he told me about this weird group of people recording themselves while watching a video. So I was like, okay, that's dumb.
Oh, almost had you a little bit.
And then I came with Chris, and we watched Walking Dead, and I hated it.
That's the one where she didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody thought that I was super terrified, which I probably was. and but then we watched Game of Thrones, which is like one of my favorite shows. So it started to be fun. You know?
And then she got to be the waif and hit Nevi with a broomstick.
Yeah.
It escalated pretty quickly.
They made me somebody I'm not.
And that's how you went from nobody to normie.
Actually, that's how she went from nobody to no one.
Oh.
Game of Thrones reference. Sorry.
Yeah. Also, you weren't nobody before that. You were always Marquetta.
I got a question for you,
Cannot be
Chris.
no one.
What was your first Tinder message for her, though? What was it?
What did you open with?
Yeah,
I
what'd you open-
messaged him.
The first thing that was on my profile was she didn't read it all the way, so I'll give her credit for that. But my profile said Tyrion Lannister in the streets, Khal Drogo in the sheets. And she was just like, oh, he likes Game of Thrones, I'll talk with him. And then she read it later. She's like, if I would have read that all the way, I would have fucked with you. That makes sense.
Makes sense.
That's amazing.
We talked about Game of Thrones, and then we went on a date, and she got into a car accident and almost killed a South African man.
Not with my car.
Not with the car, standing outside of the car with her bare hands, and I was like, oh, this lady's terrifying. All right, Will?
Well,
It kind of doubles as like the how you first met us, pretty
How I
much.
first met you.
And
like,
go ahead and answer how it's been mingling with people.
It's been pretty cool, man. Like, honestly, I just used to watch Walking Dead in the lobby by myself, and because I don't have cable, can afford nice things. And I was watching one time, and suddenly it's like there's like 12 Indian people that show up with cameras and shit. And he's like, we're gonna shoot like a reaction video. Is it cool if you move over to the side? And I'm like, I have no fucking concept. I have no concept of what a fucking reaction video is. It's like I'm texting my friend like, dude, Bollywood just kicked me. This fucking, like I have no idea what's going on, man.
that's funny because he came first and we told him to Can you scoot over?
Fuck out of the way.
He keeps
What would you
going.
think if you were watching Walking Dead and 11 brown people came and picked you up and said, "We're filming this"?
Yeah, can you please get the fuck out of the way?
Yeah, just move a little
So
bit.
like silly, I was sitting back over here eating chips, and then it was kind of like I was a little bit closer. Like my feet are actually, I think I made it on MTV. So, but like I just slowly made it to the couch finally, and then you asked me to be a skit one time, which mortified me. I've never done any acting in my life,
It
but
worked
it
out.
was fun as shit. It's like now it's just addicting. So I sit here and watch crazy videos and stuff of these people. It's just fun as fuck, man.
The motherfucking seedless grapes. That was
Motherfucking
Seedless
seedless.
It was
I know,
perfect.
it was- yeah.
We were all blown away. We were
Yeah.
like,
Like, Will's got some improv skills, right? In that
Yeah.
the first skit, it was good. And then I want to say I knew I was gonna ask Will to be Negan before people started commenting. It was like, you look like Negan. You should play Negan. I was always gonna ask you to play Negan. How do we go about our skits, and what's that process like, and how long does it usually take? On a perfect day, we'll have a script and a shot list, knowing what we need to get done. But most of the time, we have a reference of what we know is the beginning, middle, and end, and then we kind of just improv the spaces.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
pretty much. We're just showing up and like, all right, Serge, what do you want us to do? And he's like, well, this has been the plan.
Walking Dead, I think the most scripted one was where we went to Will's house.
Yeah, and we killed all those.
That took a
That's the
whole
wrong
day.
house, that's
That was
right.
actually a whole day skit. We have never done that before.
It was,
Yeah.
it was
It's like
terribly
one by
windy.
itself.
And that was one we all
Yeah, it was
windy.
so cold, bro.
You actually emailed me like this huge script for Something to Fear when we did that. And
That's
it was
right,
like-
yeah,
it was like
when-
a shit
when
ton
Will
of
played
dialogue.
Negan.
It was like I think a second skit I actually did. And it was,
Yeah, I adapted that from the comics because at the time, the Blu-ray for season 6 hadn't been out, so no one had seen the real Negan scene yet.
Oh, so was that the one when we were out with the frogs?
When the cops came
Yeah.
after,
Yeah.
Yeah, the cops.
the cops came after Will smashed P-Dub's head in. And
There's like
then,
a watermelon
it was
everywhere.
covered in
And-
blood,
and
holding a
blood.
blood bat. Like nothing to see here, officers.
And fucking, there was also it was chicken parts in there to make it look like brains.
Oh,
if you
okay.
guys watch that
That was
video and you
gross.
pause at the last moment, you can see when we cut to a watermelon full of chicken guts, and we were just like, "Oh man, like the cops are gonna think we murdered something." Out here. Not like a person, but it's gonna look like we like drug a dog out here. Like,
Dog out
God,
here.
God
it,
damn.
it just looked wrong.
It was funny. They saw the camera and they were like, "Oh, filmmaking! All right, cool, filmmaking."
Right.
They were the coolest cops I'd ever talked to.
Kaya Wither Hitherto.
Kaya's my niece's name.
Kaya Wither 2.
I think that's 2 hours ago.
2 hours
2
ago.
hours ago.
It's not whether.
Kaya Wither 2 hours ago. When are the shirts going to be available? So if you guys don't know, flashback, these are what the shirts look like, and they will be available later on.
We're gonna definitely give at least a couple away.
Yeah, hell yeah,
before
we'll give
we
some away.
start selling it. So once we start the giveaway and we start giving away,
Yeah.
know that selling the merchandise is gonna be around the corner after that.
I like them. I wear it. If you guys think it sucks, Mr. Bump Sniffer, I'm talking to you. Let me know, and maybe I'll try to design some new shirts. Fun fact about the giveaway, they will be made in Indianapolis by an Indianapolis company, and they feel good. Like, you want to go sleep in it, you want to do everything in it. It ain't none of them shitty t-shirts, you want them good film ones, man. Real good.
That got sexual way too fast.
if you're gonna give a couple away, why don't we actually sign the back of the shirts or something?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think for the giveaway ones for sure.
Yeah, let
we
us
should.
know if you want us to
If you'd
sign
like
it.
us to
Whoa.
sign.
You guys would.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't know the answer to that one.
Do you want to answer this one?
Seriously?
What does it say?
Benji asks, "Who's your favorite porn star?"
Well, if Nahi was here, he would have said that.
dude. First
What
of all, I'd
what did
say.
he say?
Yeah, what was
Who
it?
was
Five would
favorite
be-
celebrity?
Well, he liked Pamela Anderson. I don't know if she dealt.
Really?
Yeah, she-
doesn't
I mean,
really-
yeah,
no,
oh,
she's-
first
Not
off,
really
she
porn.
wasn't,
That's
but
not
they,
porn.
they had
That's
a
an
sex
actress.
tape, quote unquote, leak, and it was shitty. They didn't have the right angles or the right cameras.
So it's not. Yeah, she's not poor.
Rachel Starr.
Rachel
Annabelle
Starr?
Anderson, bro.
Who?
Annabelle Anderson. Go
Who,
look her up.
who are these people?
I never look at porn stars' names.
Just look
Stoya.
at the dick.
I look at boobs.
I'm on with the classic Sasha Grey. She doesn't do it anymore, but
Nice.
that's-
Entourage.
She acts now.
Entourage. Hell
She can
yeah.
act.
I said Stoya. I don't know if you guys know her, but she's
Stoya?
cool. Yeah.
Shay from Game of Thrones. She used to be a
Shay
porn
from
star.
Game of Thrones. Hell yeah.
Clever.
Throwback. I don't know how they hit her tattoos in Game of Thrones because she's got tattoos.
Does she?
Yeah.
No,
I thought if you watched any of her German films,
I haven't looked her up
Marquetta?
in that way yet.
I do not have a favorite porn star.
but you
He's
do
like
watch porn.
blank.
Everybody watches porn.
There you go. Satyam Patel. I'll
Go
read
for
it. Alright, so what would it take for someone like me to join the Normies? I'm a big fan of all the shows, blah blah blah. I can't see the screen.
I'm a big fan of all the shows you watch and react to.
Oh, plus I don't live too far.
Where does he live?
If you live in
How
Indiana,
can they? Like, yeah, if you live in Indiana,
No,
come.
are we an open
talk to
enrollment
us.
group?
I don't know. I think that'll be a little too. We don't want.
We
everybody
might get
else-
some scandalous people, bro.
Well, if there's
I mean-
a lot of interest, then we can do this a Patreon perk.
Or you can always Skype with us.
Yeah.
You can Skype and watch an episode with us.
There you go.
And I know that
In the way future, maybe we'll just have a separate location where we just have like
A meet and greet.
People
big
come.
like
Oh,
party, like
a big
people
Normies
can
meeting
just
party to
come
watch
out.
TV.
Yeah, that
There's a bunch of normies.
We're all gonna
That's
get
cool.
together, put our heads together, and watch TV.
I've always talked about that, like at least in the discussion board, like a couple people, like flying them out, whatever the hell.
Yeah,
I'm
down for that.
It's a
Like,
Patreon
in the
perk.
future, that would be really cool.
Should be
Actually.
some
It's our ultra
anniversary
Patreon.
perk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were gonna have that as a Patreon perk, guys, but we really couldn't work out the logistics and work out a way that would make it cost friendly and also still make sense for us. It just ended up being like a big hassle, and we were trying to drop the Patreon, so we didn't have time to finish it. But if there comes a way that we can sort it out, or maybe if we could do like just a giant event of the normies, like imagine if we rented out like Philip DeFranco does, like we rented out like a space and we had a big old projector and we had everybody in the crowd and we did like a discussion. I don't know how the fuck that would work with like 50
I will be the
people.
mo-
Do
I
that
will be the
front of the
moderator.
stage.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'd be dope.
And everybody can
Oh,
toss
we
in like
should
$5 so we can afford to like rent the place. That'd be fucking sweet.
But do you think if like often commenters, if they come to your town, we can just meet with them, like Bump Sniffer if he comes indie.
Yeah,
and just be
I
like,
mean,
"You
we
wanna
might
meet him?"
go to like the Throne Con in Nashville next year or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. Like we'll definitely let you guys know when we go to.
Yeah, and I mean, if anyone's gonna come to Indy to do something, like if you're coming to Gen Con or you're doing something like that, let us know. Because I mean, we go to conventions and shit like that. It's
We'll
just
meet you guys up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like Joe Mags is always invited to. Ever.
Oh, Joe Mags, you have
Dude,
a
yeah.
the
Joe Max
door
has
is
a
open.
permanent
You
seat.
have a
Yeah.
Bought an
We'll send you a key. You have
There
the
you
key.
go.
The key to the normies.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
north.
You know, if we do ever do that Patreon thing and like fly one person out, we would make a day of it. Show you Indiana. Take
It's
you
such a
out
cool
to eat.
city.
We're gonna need a criminal background
Indiana.
before.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, background check you.
Do an
you know, make
interview.
sure you know. So, all right, Anthony Delorme. Sorry if I'm
Delorme.
saying this bad.
Delorme?
For the Q&A, where do you guys shoot? I thought it was an apartment, but from this video, it seems like a workplace with people walking around in the background. And there's a window behind there. I know you guys aren't a big enough channel to have it be your job, but I was just wondering, what do you guys do as a living?
Oh, nice.
Many questions.
Okay, a few of us have
Full of
already answered this, so
questions.
Pat, Marquetta, and Will, you guys can answer. What do you do for a living?
I pretty much sell stuff online.
Not drugs.
Bumster
Not
does
drugs.
that too, you know.
Buster?
You
What?
and Bumster got a lot in common.
Nah, shout out the
Well.
bum.
Yeah, so that's what I do for a living. I just buy and resell goods from China.
I don't do anything at the moment because I was in the process of getting my green card and all that fun stuff, which I finally got. So I'm looking for a job right now.
What are your specialties?
I have a master's degree in education and psychology.
Give
so
her a hand, folks. Education. Come on now.
And psychology. She's much smarter than me.
Who's uncomfortably smarter than the rest of us?
I just work in risk mitigation, basically for Cox Automotive. So if you steal money from us, I will find you. and
It's
I
so
will kill
cool.
you.
It sounds so cool.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Literally mean it.
Yeah.
Literally
And then for the we shoot in the apartment and downstairs in like the apartment
Lobby.
chill space
Lobby.
lobby. That's what it's called, not a chill space.
Not chill space.
It's obvious that I don't live in an apartment because I just call my extra space the chill space.
Like this is our mine and Mickey's actual apartment where we're at right now. Walking Dead, where we filmed that, is in the lobby. So.
And one day this channel will be big enough to be our jobs.
Yeah.
Also, if
And
my
we'll
boss
have-
is
And
watching,
we have a studio.
I'll still work there.
What is your opinion on Trump as president? Honestly,
He might be
I'm
good.
gonna
we
sit
don't
back
know.
and we're gonna see how he does.
Yeah, we don't know. He
That's-
might be
that's-
good. He might be good.
That's all we can do.
Keeping fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We're certainly not gonna trash apartment buildings and set cars on fire. That's
No.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Until he
Waste of
starts,
time,
Well, not
waste
yet,
of
but-
money, just-
until if he starts doing shit that warrants that, then of course. But I don't
Yeah,
think he
yeah.
will.
Oh, okay, ex-debt mistress. Actually,
What?
That's message.
yeah, it's so weird username. Have you ever thought about watching American Horror Story? Actually, we'll also watch it.
Yeah, I do
Watches
watch
it.
it.
I've seen a couple episodes.
I
Scary
haven't
as
watched
fuck.
this season. I don't know. It just looks different, so I haven't been more for interest to like look at this. But I have seen the other ones and really like it. I love the Lady Gaga episode season. Love the hotel. Love Asylum. That was good. House was good too. There was
Yeah,
another one that
I
was
like
really
Coven.
good.
Yeah,
Freak
the
Show
best
was
intro.
okay,
I
but
know nothing.
The
just
hotel is kind of a
Yeah.
high point, and I think like
Yeah.
the whole like My Roanoke story. It's like they have these really good, like just really good moments. They get broken up with like this documentary
But-
format,
yeah.
which I think really takes a lot away from the show. Like
It's
they
a
tried
completely
something different,
format.
but
You know, guys, I saw the trailers and it's terrifying enough. So
I'm with you.
I'm gonna
It's horrible.
pass on.
It's psychologically terrifying. Not more.
I mean, the intro to Coven
boo.
is one of the scariest things.
Coven wasn't
Trent,
that good.
no, just the intro though. The
The
intro, that
music's
intro,
like-
Oh yeah.
fucking Trent Reznor.
No, hell
The
no.
hotel one's the worst.
Yeah?
With there's something in the mattress comes up.
Yes.
And
Well,
Yes.
all right, I'm gonna have to watch the intro to that.
if you've never seen American Horror Story, like in my personal opinion, Hotel is a fantastic like series to check out. It's worth your time. Like every episode was pretty awesome.
I don't know if you're gonna be watching it.
I don't
So-
know.
Nah.
I mean, I would have to probably edit. I don't know if I'm gonna do.
Bro, that's gonna be a nightmare, bro.
I was thinking of doing
Honestly,
solo
I think it
ones.
would make a good reaction.
I think
show,
Roanoke's the
actually.
last season is what they were saying though, and it's not very good. So I don't know if we're going to do
Oh,
Well, if
there
it's the
might
last
not be
season, we
another
might be
one.
able to run through them. I think with
Jump scares and stuff is what I'm expecting.
not really,
No,
no,
not
no, no, no,
really.
no.
There's
It's
no-
actually,
way,
like,
way
the
different.
characters
actually.
are good, like in
Okay.
some of the
Yeah,
seasons.
scare. It's most like messed up people.
But,
It's like,
but
like
shit that could really happen in real life.
No, not really. I mean,
Not really, but
Asylum
you don't like
good.
binge watch it.
Yeah.
Like be like,
well, hold on, time out.
You know?
Isn't there a part in Asylum? I knew someone who was watching Asylum, and I turned away. It was during the snowpocalypse, and I left for like 5 minutes and came back, and she was like, "There were aliens and werewolves when you left."
There was aliens in the asylum, which was kind of weird. But, like,
And then it
Asylum
never
part
happened
was-
again. I left, came back, and she was like, "You missed aliens," and I was like, "I was going in the kitchen for 5 minutes. What the fuck do you mean I missed aliens?"
Oh, it happened only twice the whole season. Beginning kind of, and then like
Yeah.
one in the end.
Hannah watches American Horror Story too. She's in the kitchen with Ben.
With Dinah.
Eating.
Yeah, they're
The
smashing fourth meal. But, yeah, we don't-
Without us having an extra editor and extra time, I don't know how we can fit more shows into the schedule.
In the future,
Like-
maybe. Who knows if I don't know how big the channel is gonna get or how many more resources we'll get. But
You
if,
might rewatch
if
it.
we are able to, if you guys want to add it to the React wheel,
Yeah.
we'll see.
But you're not replacing ballers.
It is a
Ballers will
possibility.
always
Ballers is
maintain
fair.
the lowest spot on
I mean,
that.
like,
Fuck you. Uninspired. Do any of you study up on acting tips, or do you just wing it for the skits? Did anyone study acting? Mickey took a lot of theater and drama, so Mickey's very good. I can give Mickey anything, and he can usually work with it. So.
Yeah.
Mickey's a great physical comedian.
What about you
25
guys?
minutes.
Acting for anything?
I think the only thing I heard Mickey say was, what did he say? He said, try not to blink, and it makes the scenes better. So now when we're rolling, I try not to blink. And then other than that, I'm just dicking around usually.
Yeah.
Well, Chris and I have acted in several like shorts and help out with our friends in college and shit.
Yep.
So we just kind of know what needs to be done behind the camera, so we just kind of do it. But I wouldn't say we're like.
No.
I'd say Mickey's probably the best out of all of us.
This was the weird time, the first time I've ever acted. Before this,
Yeah,
I never
I
even
never.
thought of it. I don't hang out with people who like do this. So it's just like start hanging with Stuart and it's like,
I mean,
oh,
this thing
we're
was
gonna
happening. I
record
was
you. It's
taking
like, all
theater in high
right,
school.
now you're gonna
Welcome
act.
to the AV club.
Marquetta? Well, you already kind of discussed it.
Yeah, I have never had this experience before, so everything was kind of like first time for me. But with education, I mean, we did have some, like, I have to know how to like teach kids to do theater,
Oh, so you kind of.
So, what about, didn't you have a YouTube channel before though, back?
No.
No? Now you gotta look it up. I don't remember what it was called, but y'all gotta find it.
It was no. When I was in Texas with my friend on scholarship, we decided to have a vlog, and there are we only were there for like 10 months, so we made about 8 to 10 videos, and it's just us talking in Czech about how we feel and killing roaches in our house. So
The Roach episode's pretty funny.
I edited the
Should do, like,
the
3
Jaw
more.
soundtrack
Good ones.
for killing the roach.
You did?
Oh,
Like tuk, 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 tuk.
funny.
That's well. Marquetta had an early YouTube start. Who knew?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we have to all look it up.
Yep, I want
Yep.
to see it.
That's what we're doing right after this.
I'm so sorry, guys, but this probably has to be the last question, just because we're short on time. And
Oh, you couldn't find a better one?
this is a super question from RDW.
RDW.
He
It's
said
in
a
12
bunch
parts.
of stuff, but we're just going to guys, for the questions we didn't get, like how'd the couples meet each other and all that. Look at our first Q&A video. We answered a lot of those already. How would you describe the person sitting to your right? Let's start with Will.
Chris,
Oh, right.
man, did you have some of the best one-liners?
Yup.
The woman in the red fucking comment was amazing. Your improv is amazing. You can tell this guy's like, we're just gonna do some shit and just say some stuff, and it always comes out fucking brilliant, man.
All right.
Definitely, dude. Like, I have a lot of respect for you just as a comedic actor. So that's how I describe you.
Oh, thanks a lot, Will.
You're
Who
welcome,
knew?
man.
Marquetta, you guys gave me the hard one.
Hey, look at it.
I can't fuck this one up. All right. So I know that you're quiet, but like when you're not, you're super fucking feisty. I dig that you're hella opinionated and you're like, fuck it, this is how I feel about this thing, and I will not back down from it. I think that you catch on to shit in TV shows, like on Walking Dead, like you caught the Hodor thing before any of us did. Super, you got like a lot of empathy, and that's like real cool. Plus, you like playing with the cats. I fucks with that. But I think she's really smart, and I think that if Marquetta gave it a chance, that like she could like for like YouTube or anything like creative like that, like I'd be really surprised at what you could do.
This is hitting me in the feels. I'm gonna start sobbing.
Okay. Navi, I think, is a really great person. She helped me a lot. Every time I need anything, I'm just like, Navi. And she always does it. And like, for example, my phone broke down and she, at the same time, she bought a new phone. And she was like, well, I don't need my phone anymore. She just gave me her phone. And she's very resourceful. Every time, right now when I'm looking for jobs, she's sending me newsletters with jobs. She's like, she doesn't have to do it, but she's just doing it because she wants to help. So it's awesome.
Thank you. I thought we were gonna be funny about this.
Well, Pat here, it's good to talk to business, but God, dude, you need to pedal when you go to handlebar. You're like, what is that? Swear to God, this is the second time. It's like, no, my pedals are broken.
Lord Pat does not pedal.
Handlebar. It's like that thing we did for Runner's birthday where everyone has to pedal and they can like drink around and go around the city. Pat doesn't pedal for that.
He doesn't pedal.
My mine was broken though.
You changed your street twice. Are you kidding me? That was not broken. There were people sitting there who was pedaling.
Hey.
We're done.
Marquetta, you're gonna have to hold Navi back.
Alright, next question. Good.
Just
Good
getting
job.
You were
feral.
supposed to describe him.
Oh, that's all?
That's all.
You didn't describe him, you just yelled at him.
Pat is interesting. He always tries to be this mountain, like this really strong guy in front, but like sometimes he gets really like he's there to help out. There was one time we went to his concert and Mickey got super drunk, I'll say. And Pat helped us. Like he helped like him to get back to a car, to get a hotel, which is kind of like interesting to see that side of him because otherwise you just see this like I don't fucking care. But like no, he will like go to dance to help a friend out.
He's like Schmidt from New Girl.
Yes. Yeah. Without the douche jar, but yeah.
He just doesn't contribute to the
He
douche.
doesn't contribute. Otherwise, we'll be having a steak dinners every night.
Yeah, you guys will be having steak for this.
Patty.
Alright, Suraj. See, this guy, he's straight up a douche. Like, low key, he is a douche.
The real sir.
The real story. You guys don't know.
Nah, I'm actually surprised. Like, he's, like, when he's around with people, when there's, like, normie stuff going on, like, he's actually laid back and quiet. But I'm actually surprised that you actually, like, speak up and become more of a leader, you know, getting shit done. So I'm actually surprised about that shit.
Nice.
Because I remember you in speech class and you just, like, you know, just laid back and never did shit or anything like that.
We took speech together. I forgot.
And I'm like always trying to motivate you and stuff, but no, yeah, it's kind of seeing it's kind of cool how you've grown.
Yeah, we've seen some ups and downs in each other's lives. It's nice. See Pat's like a big teddy bear. He like he's strong on the outside, but he just wants a hug. Who wants to hug Pat? Come and you're invited to the couch.
You gotta be at least a 10 then.
Damn. Oh, so guy or girl though?
Obviously, girl. Go.
Okay. Guys can be 10.
But what if it was The Rock? I bet you'd let him in.
I didn't know The Rock. Whoa. You say that, man? Whoa.
No one's to my right. I'll talk about Will. So, Will, I gotta say, you're full of surprises. I didn't know that. Okay, this guy does like stick fighting. He knows how to handle a sword. He's studied like martial arts, kung fu. He's a movie buff, and he can act. Despite him saying that was his first time acting, he had some strong improv skills. We didn't tell him to say motherfucking seedless grapes. That was so fucking fun.
He had to do it twice because we laughed so hard.
This was so nice.
And I mean, I'm glad that he just kind of just graciously accepted. We were like, hey, can you acting a skit for us, and you were all for it. So it's been great. And I know like it might be tough, like being that you're the oldest, like mingling with like a younger generation or different generation than you.
Geriatric.
I think it takes a lot of strength to just kind of connect and attempt to connect with people younger than you, and we do a pretty damn good job, and it's pretty fun. I commend you for all your skills that you know that I didn't even list. This guy
You can fight.
Him and Pat are the only ones that fucking work out, man. I mean, Chris looks like he gets a little.
Turns out, the only workout I do is riding my bike and lifting beers to my face.
Let's end it on a funny note, because I was a little too gushy.
Oh, you want me to
What
end on a
about the
funny
next
note?
stamp
Yeah.
you like on your passport?
Okay.
Maybe.
Your mother's house.
They want.
Okay, let's end it right there.
We're done.
We're done.
We'll just leave it there.
We're on Patreon Street.
And it feels so sweet. Cause
The
Normies is
but
Main
a treat
Street.
when you're on Patreon
Street.
Street. Hey, I
And
got
Normies break up champagne. Because
City
they're sitting.
on a gravy train.
And when we sing, every sweet refrain repeats.
right
Right
here
here.
at
www.patreon.com/thenormies. Thanks, Bump Sniffer.
I don't know if we're gonna use any of that, but
Really?
This is a spoiler. Just
Might be
put it
good.
up there.
The shit was melodic genius.
that was pretty great. Well, we'll try to get to more questions next time, and we'll try to have more people on the couch to answer them. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for 50,000 subs, and
Hell
we'll
yes.
see you at 100 maybe.
Yeah.
100.
Maybe. We'll see you.
We'll definitely
We'll
So,
see
yeah.
you at 100.
Bye, everybody.
All right,
Later,
guys.
guys.
Everybody.
Peace out.
We're done, guys. I'm just gonna read one question real quick. Hey, question: have any of you seen Lost? If so, just wondering how many of you liked it. I
Stop!
loved
No!
Lost.
Shut it down!
No!
Shut it down!
No!
Shut it
That's
down!
not saying the ending was better than most people give it credit for.
Oh my god! Every time Surge mentions Lost, I imagine that Nevi's doing this.
That is good.
That's good.